Morpheus. The Oracle. She told me
She told you exactly what you needed to hear. That's all. Neo, sooner or later you're going to realize, just as I did, there's a difference between knowing the path and walking the path.
That's a great phrase from Morpheus talking about exactly what it says, the difference between walking the path. These are what we call Kuchi Bushi. Kuchi Bushi is an old phrase from, I think it's karate, Funakoshi, many other people used to talk about it in the olden days. Kuchi is mouth, means mouth, and Bushi means warrior or samurai. So Kuchi Bushi is a mouth warrior, just what it sounds like. And what Morpheus is saying there is the same idea of, look, are you going to just talk about it or are you actually going to do it? This is the difference in knowledge between theoretical knowledge, when you read a lot of these, and experiential knowledge, when you actually pick up that and you get on the mat and you train for thousands of hours. Kuchi Bushi in the old days was someone who would walk in a dojo and just stand around and criticize everybody on the mat and the style of martial arts, the teacher perhaps, the way the students are moving, even the dojo itself, ad hominem attacks. And then the sensei would come over and invite the person onto the mat. Come, show me what you know. And the person would be like, no, I can't. I can't actually show you what I know because they didn't know anything. They had all this knowledge up here, but they actually didn't know how to do it in real time on the mat. This is a fake, what we call paper tiger, or modern day, they're called keyboard warriors or armchair warriors. Kuchi Bushi, mouth warriors, people that talk but don't actually do. And you guys out there, you probably have one at work right now sitting next to you in the cubicle. Someone that just won't shut up about a subject that you just happen to bring up, and they're all of a sudden an expert at it. And it almost just suppresses you with all of their knowledge. But when you tell them to actually show you how to make it or how to do it, they can't. They have every excuse in the book why they can't show you right now. With a Kuchi Bushi, rarely but occasionally at the dojo we'll get someone that walks in and they can't make eye contact, usually very socially awkward, and they tell you about everything that they've done. I understand it because what they're trying to do is connect with you, and that is a very noble and human act. When we meet someone at Walmart and we mention something, a hobby, and they instantly bring up how they connect to that hobby, that's actually a very good thing, very healthy thing, something that kind of brings people together. It's just showing you, look, I have a little bit of knowledge about that too. Look what we have in common. Isn't that great? It's a great icebreaker, and it's not a bad thing. But these annoying Kuchi Bushi are the people that just don't shut up about what they know. They're an expert at everything. And all you have to do is challenge them a little bit to see how shallow that their knowledge really is. I'll say to someone, look, who's your teacher? Oh, well, it was Johnny Max from 30 years ago. Are you still training? Oh, well, I haven't trained in a couple of years now. Where's your dojo? Oh, I don't have a dojo. You don't. Yet they're an expert on everything they tell you. It's comical, and they're everywhere. So my teachers said, don't be a Kuchi Bushi. Don't be someone who talks but can't walk the walk. It happens all the time. Let me read you a quote by Funakoshi here. Gichin Funakoshi was a karate do master. He wrote Karate and the Mouth Warriors. He wrote, quote, be careful not to be like those who do not train sufficiently, yet become masters, because their talk resembles that of the experts. From olden times, these men have been called Kuchi Bushi, mouth warriors. Even today, he wrote, these mouth warriors are as common as the grains of sand on a beach. It's a great phrase, and it's 100 and something years old. Well, it might be less. He died in 1957. The point is, he was telling us that even back then, he would have people walk in his dojo and make fun of it. You guys know that anyone out there on YouTube, anyone with a creative life of any kind is going to have all kinds of naysayers, because a lot of people have adverse reaction to people who create. They think, who are you to tell me anything? Who are you to set up a camera and proclaim you're an expert at anything? I'm an expert. You're just a nobody. I'm the real expert. Who are you? It's a very common human reaction. It's an ego reaction. So if you lead a creative life of any kind, you're always going to have naysayers and critics and people that think they can do it better. But if you are actually out there creating something, you're the painter, you're the writer, you're actually writing the book, you're not the movie critic, you are the director. You are not the person that makes fun of the martial arts, you are actually out there on the mat doing it and sweating and bleeding and learning and suppressing your own ego to learn from the teacher. You're doing less talking and twice as much listening. Don't forget, my friends, that martial arts doesn't always teach people about character, but it will often reveal it. It will bring out the best and the worst in people. That's why we have to have mental training as well as physical. So, are we a Kuchi Bushi? Are we a person that thinks they're an expert and has all theoretical versus experiential knowledge? Or can we back it up and actually walk the walk? Every day we meet book experts and keyboard warriors who like to tear down that which they're too afraid to do. We have people that like to watch instead of hop in and experience. And that will always be the cycle of humankind. You're going to have your watchers and you're going to have your doers. You're going to have your leaders and you're going to have your followers. You're going to have your wolf and you're going to have your sheep. Don't forget that. Don't, as all my teachers told me, be a Kuchi Bushi. If you're not going to be an expert, shut up about it. And that's the best training you can have, is to just shut up and train. Shut your Kuchi to become a Bushi. It's something to think about. And these things over the years I've caught myself doing and my teachers have helped me with and I've seen students do. It's just a wonderful thing to keep in the front of your brain the next time you're in a Walmart and you're talking to that person that just won't be quiet about how much martial arts they know. And then you invite them to class and they find every excuse in the book, every injury in the book of why they can't actually show up and train. Something to think about, my friends. We'll see you on the mat tonight. Have a great day. Bye-bye.